For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Outdoors with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you guys a bit of a review video on a brand new tent from Outdoor Revolution. So this here is the Outdoor Revolution Campstar 500. So it sits, as the name suggests, in kind of Outdoor Rev's Campstar range. So it's a whole collection designed basically to hit a certain price point, but still have the flexibility of air. Basically bringing the cost of air down, making it more affordable. And you see this in a lot of other brands as well, so the likes of Van Gogh and Camper do something very, very similar. What you've got here is essentially the materials are 120 HDE fabric, so it works out about 70 denier, 3000mm hydrostatic head, so plenty of waterproof enough. But it's a bit, it's a very competitive price. You've got inflatable, so it's quick and easy to pitch. I mean, I've done this model on my own in the best part of about 9-10 minutes. You can check out our own at-walls pitching and packing video, how quick, simple and easy it really was to pitch. It uses their own kind of, it's their own inflation system, but a little bit different. So traditional Outdoor Rev, what you find is that they have they're almost like the exit valve. So if it gets too warm, it basically exudes air. But with this range, they've sort of, to make sure the price is ultra competitive, they've removed it from it. You've still got kind of the oxygen system in sort of the shape, if you will, and also their dynamic valve. So the valve itself is the same for pumping up and down, so it's a nice big opening, which means that you can also get air into it, but also out of it quite quickly. Each beam's done individually, and your manual pump comes supplied with it as well. You also find that we're doing a package bundle deal on this as well, so you get a tent, footprint and carpet all included for the price. And again, if you need to check sort of things like dimensions at any point throughout the video, you can check in the link below or take us through to our website with all the details there. Also, you get peg supply with it, and it's a bit of a hybrid, so you've got sort of an inflatable main body and then a brow canopy for the front, just a way, again, to give you a bit of shelter against sort of the wind and the rain, to enter that front door, make that sort of interior side feel bigger than it should be. Beautiful crystal clear windows, obviously give you plenty of light, but there's curtains as well to get the privacy when you want to. You've got low level ventilation, allows to help the circulation of air to sort of help fight condensation, but also just try and make it a bit more, fresher on the inside. And you also got a nice big vent panel at the back. High visibility guide lines as well to make sure you hopefully not going to trip over the guide points. And fiberglass pole can just be inserted afterwards, and it's quite a nice sort of kind of style. Little adjustable webbing straps as well, located along the main points so you can get proper additional tension and adjust it as you need to. But the canopy, like I said, it's not a big depth, so I mean it gives you a little bit of shelter, but it's not going to sort of go to the point of completely sealing it up. It's really more there as a purpose to kind of give you your sort of rain safe door in the front part. And it doesn't matter if the rain's sort of driving in, it should have enough depth just to stop it a little bit, but it does deflect the wind a little bit as well, so you could almost put a cooking unit in here, but it's designed to be small and compact. I see this probably more as ideal for sort of families of 3 or a small 4. You could in theory fit 5 in it, but actually it's not too bad. It's just the living area space is going to be, sort of more of a weekend sort of tent, I'd say. You could get away with it a week, just on a day like today when it's warm. I think you have an ample amount of room. The front, you've got a nice big front mesh door as well. That's going to allow air to flow through into the tent and help it feel a bit more sort of fresh inside. Especially when you're at night time, you've got lights on. It's your first line of defence against sort of like the bugs and the critters. You've got a normal door there anyway as well, so obviously you can get it completely sealed up from the weather. And then, again, windows in the front panel just to kind of keep it all smart. But what we'll do now is we'll head inside and talk for a few more features that the Campstar has to offer. So now we're inside the Campstar, you can kind of get a bit more of a bearing for sort of size proportions in here. Like I said, the canopy is probably no more than sort of an arm's length deep, well, my arm anyway. But you've got an ample amount of area in here. So it's like I said, it's more about being small, compact, just sort of like I said, that perfect sort of weekender tent. You've got a decent amount of internal height. I mean, I'm about 6'2" and I can pretty much stand dead in the middle. When I get to the corners, admittedly, with kind of the slope, you do lose a foot or so. For things like furniture, you can push it to the corners, and it would sort of maybe, you can get it nice and close without touching the window, so that's kind of a nice bit of bonus. But it's not designed to sort of set the world alight in many ways. That kind of, it's pre-arced to a certain degree, but there is still a bit more lean into it. But like I said, value for money, that's what it's all about. Bedroom section at the back here, you can see we've got a nice dark inner as well, so that's going to help sort of kind of keep the kids hopefully asleep at night, or the adults for example as well. and it's sort of split up into kind of a 2 and a 3. So you've got a 130 and 180. So like I said, perfect for like a family of 3. You've got 1 bed and then 2 beds, and you've got a bit more room either side. And there's a divider between 2 sections. So in theory, you can just take that out completely, have it as 1 big open bedroom, or use one for storage, or So again, couples could also go for something like this. In there, you also got a nice big vent at the back to allow circulation of air and also fight condensation, which we know is a big issue these days. You've got storage pockets located down in the bedroom on both sides as well, to sort of put things like keys or phones, or that means you're not scrabbling around at the middle of the night to try and find a torch to go to the loo. So again, that makes a big difference. You've also got the ability of putting kind of their oxygen storage pockets, so you can create little pockets hanging down like so to sort of declutter the main body of the tent. Little Velcro pads are located here as well, and I'll bring the camera in a second, for the up and down lighters, so you can have lighting inside. But if you want more conventional lighting, then you've got a hanging point here, and then little Velcro tabs leading down the end to sort of cable entry points that then kind of go back behind the bedroom section. So you've got them just down the bottom. And there's also a little cable entry point into the bedroom, which is quite smart. You don't really see that often, especially when we're looking sort of more price-orientated models like this. Also, things to bear in mind is you've got a little hanging point in the bedroom section for a lantern. So it's all these little things that kind of add up. It's getting away, not getting away, but it's kind of all about giving you the essential parts and not necessarily all of those luxuries. So it's almost taking it back to basics, really. Something that's quick, easy to put up, but good sort of size. Still main core features like darker bedrooms and ventilation, sort of, beneath the windows and things like that, but just making it more affordable. The curtains, like I said, on the outside, you've got on each individual window, and you've got windows to either side as well, which helps give plenty of light in here, so you've almost got like a great sort of view around. You've got 2 positions for the curtains as well, so you can kind of have it halfway up or fully, so there's toggle points located halfway, or then fully up to the top, so you can get the ultimate amount of privacy, or again halfway just to get a bit of light in, but then essentially everything below is kind of covered up. Just roll that away. So yeah, we'll grab the camera now, have a little look inside and talk through a few more features about the Campstar 500. So obviously bedroom size, you can see there is a good sort of size. And actually for a small tent, given a 130 and 180, you're working around about just a little bit more than 60 centimeters per person, which is a bad shout. They're the pockets I mentioned earlier, so like I said, you can actually put sort of different bits in there, and you've got quite a deep amount. I mean, half the bedroom space is there as pockets. The ventilation point at the back, so again, that's going to help sort of with the airflow, and sort of on the warm day make a difference. And your hanging point for a lantern. But when you sort of say like inside the actual part itself, okay, it is smaller and compact, but visibility wise, you can see what I'm talking about there, where you've got almost a perfect view out around the campsite. Keep an eye on the kids and see what they make sure they're up to no good. The hanging point for a lantern, like I said, we're here, and the Velcro tabs leading down. There's even little Velcro tabs normally along the bottom, and then you've got cable entry point is only on one side. So cable entry point just on this one side over here, but there is a little zip again, so you can have mains hookup going into the side. So that is just located onto the smaller bedroom. Obviously the windows with the toggle points, but yeah, nice little design. Obviously that front mesh door makes a big difference as well when you want to get the airflow running throughout the tent. But pitched really quite nicely, to be fair. Nice and simple and easy. You don't really want an awful lot more, so like I said, it just makes quite a bigger difference. But yeah, nice little model, something different to the range. And again, I think when you sort of have a look at kind of the package deal that we kind of do on this, it is value for money, and that's what it's all about. So have a look on our link below. Any more questions or queries, feel free to contact us directly, and always you can comment in the box below, and we can obviously answer that as well. So that's kind of our little video review on the Campstar 500.